welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you for subscribing. Please, if you are new to my channel and you are yet to subscribe, kindly touch on the subscribe button to subscribe and also click on the notification bell to be the first to be notified whenever I upload new video. In today's class, we are going to be making a free gown with sleeve, gathers, and the down part will have gathers too. So I'm going to make use of this fabric. This fabric is 2 years. Okay, this is my zip allowance. I will then fold it again, making it into 4. So the folding will stop at this zip allowance. As you can see, our fabric is folded into 4 now. This is zipper allowance line. So because I'm going to add that to this gown, so I'm going to minus that from my length, and the length of the gathers I will be cutting out will be 5 inches. So I will minus 5 inches from my gown length. The gown length I'm working with is 42 inches minus 5 will give us 37 inches. I will measure out 37 inches here as my length. So here is 37 inches. I'll be adding ½ inch for joining allowance. So I'll use my ruler to mark this out. So I will mark 37.5 inches out here. So this is the gown length I'm working with now. Okay, I'll take my shoulder measurement, see where my measurement is starting from. This folding close to the zip line. The shoulder that I'm working with is 16 inches. Divide by 2 will give us 8 inches. Here is 8 inches. Still on this line, I'll mark out 3 inches for shoulder slope. So where I mark 8 inches for shoulder measurement, I will go down here by 1 inch. This is for my shoulder slope. I will connect it to this 3 inches that I marked here for my shoulder slope. So from this 1 inch here, I will take my armhole measurement. The armhole I'm working with is 18 inches. Divide by 2 will give us 9 inches. So here is 9 inches. So I will use my ruler to connect this. So I will mark out my armhole. This is my armhole. I will still connect it down to this side. So this is for my armhole. I will still curve out armhole curve. And how to get your armhole curve? You go in here by 1.5 inch. Measure your armhole measurement. That's 9 inches. You divide it by 2. 9 divided by 2 will give us 4.5 inches. From this 4.5 inches, curve it to this 1.5. This is it, how to get your armhole curve. We will divide our bust measurement, waist measurement, and hip measurement by 4. It's only our shoulder measurement and armhole measurement that you divide by 2. So the bust I'm working with is 42.5. 42.5 divided by 4 will give us 10.6. Here is 10.6. I will take shoulder to waist measurement. That's shoulder to half length is 17 inches. Then I will mark out my hip line. From waist to hip line, I'm using 9 inches. You can determine yours. So where I mark my half length measurement, I will take my waist measurement, and the waist I'm working with is 39 inches. 39 divided by 4 will give us 9.7. Here is 9.7, and the hip that I'm working with is 48.5 inches. Divide by 4 will give us 12.1. So because this gown will be a free gown, I'll be adding 1.5 inches for ease, and also add 1.5 inches for seam allowance, making it 3 inches extra. So I'm going to be adding 3 inches extra to the bust measurement, waist measurement, and hip measurement. Then connect it from my hip, connect from my bust to waist measurement down to hip measurement. Then from the hip measurement, mark it down to gown length. Okay, for the back neckline, I will use 1.5 inches. Here is for the back neckline. For the front, I will use 4 inches. For the width, I will use 3.5 inches. Then from this 3.5 inches, mark it down to back neckline, still connect to front neckline. This is it. For this front line, I will move down here by 1 inch from where I mark my neck measurement. This is my neck measurement. You then from this neck measurement move down by 1 inch. Then from this 1 inch, depending on how open you want here to be, I will use 2.5 inches. And this side depends, the width depends on what you want. So I will use 1.5. Then from this 1.5, give it a V curve. This is it. So this is what I'm going to cut out. I will still open this from here. Cut out armhole. Still cut out shoulder slope. Raise this up, cut only the front neckline. So I will separate this to cut out this front neckline. This is it for the front neckline. So for the ruffles, I'll be adding to this side. To get that, I will measure out this hemline measurement. This is 30 inches. I will also measure out the back one. Remember, the back one is into 2 like this. So anything that I get, I will cut it into 2. This is 17 inches. Okay, before I cut out the gut, I will first of all cut out the sleeve. So the round sleeve that I'm working with is 18 inches. Divided by 2 will give us 9 inches. So I'll mark out 9 inches here. Add 2 inches for seam allowance. So I will use this length for the sleeve. This is 18 inches. The cap height I'm working with is 4.5 inches. And how to determine your cap height? You divide your bust measurement by 12 and then add ½ inch to it. So here is my round sleeve measurement, and this is folding allowance. I will still connect it like this. From this up, curve it. So I'll use my ruler to connect it like this. This is it. I'll go ahead and cut. Also, don't forget to notch the center of your sleeve. So I'll use this sleeve, still fold my fabric into 2. Use this sleeve to cut out the second sleeve. This is it for the 2 sleeve. So now I'll cut out the ruffles. So I've cut out what I'll be using for the down side, 7 inches width. So remember, I measured out 30 inches for the front side of the gown and 17 inches for the back side of the gown. Then I will add extra inches for the gather. So if you want it to be very full, you add extra inches. It depends on what you want. For the front neckline, I'm going to turn the neckline with bias. Still turn the back neckline with bias. For the sleeve, I'm going to add gaps to the sleeve too. So what I need to do is to measure here, round this sleeve measurements. Anything that I get, I add extra inches to it. And for the sleeve gathers, I'm going to use 2 inches for it. So I will cut out 2 inches width and the length of it. I've turned the neckline with bias. See the opening? I didn't stitch here. This is what I did. I'm going to use my hemming gun to fold this place. Next thing now to do is to attach the gathered side. So this is how to do that. You can go to your machine and sew straight this place and do the normal gather, or you can place it on top of your fabric and gather it once. So I think I will do this one. So I'll just gather and sew. Still repeat the same thing on this back side. I'm going to use this for the sleeve. This is the sleeve. I'll still repeat the same thing. This is the back side. This is the second back. And here is the front side. This is one of the sleeve. In case you don't know how to do gather, you stitch your fabric like this. You make the stitch to be loose. So after stitching your fabric like this, you pull it. This is how to do gather. We'll also go from this side. So this is it. I'll go to my machine now and attach this to this sleeve. This is how I'm going to attach this. This is the back side. I'm trying two of them together. I'm going to use invisible zip for this. So next thing now is to take body measurement. Now we are dividing waist, bust measurement and hip measurements by 2. Bust is 42.5 inches divided by 2 will give us 21.2. Here is 21.2. Remember, I added 1.5 inches for ease. I will add it back, then check what is remaining. This is 4 inches. I will take 2 from this side. Take 2 from to shoulder to waist measurement is 17 inches, and from waist to hip line is 9 inches. Waist is 39 inches. 39 divided by 2 will give us 19.5. That's 19.5 inches. I also add back 1.5 inches for ease. Then check what is remaining. This is 4 inches. I will also take 2 from here. Then take 2 from here also. Hip is 48.5. Divide by 2 will give us 24.2. Here is 24.2. I will add 1.5 inches for ease. Check what is remaining. Also 4 inches. I will take 2 from here. I will also take 2 from this side. So I will connect down to hip measurement, then straight to hemline, and also connect this side. Down to hemline. Stitch this line and also stitch this line. Join the 2 shoulders before attaching sleeve. This is it. I finished joining the two sides. I also joined the shoulder with 1/2 inch. So to attach sleeve, I will turn this to the right side. So to attach sleeve, you turn your gown to the right side. This is where I notch. So right side facing towards the right side. You place this notch place here on top of this shoulder joining. So I will stitch from here down to this side and also stitch here before closing the two sides up. This is it. This is the sleeve. This is the down side. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Please, if you are new to my channel and you are yet to subscribe, kindly touch on the subscribe button to subscribe and also click on the notification bell to be the first to be notified whenever I upload new video. See you guys in my next tutorial. Love you guys.